Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Oops. Pop. Where was it? Mod menu. There it is. Alright, the video is live. Apparently there's also drops. But oh well. I needed to advance video stats. Okay, 1, 2, 3. If I do this. Okay, you're gonna tell me if the audio is gonna be too loud. Time to play. And confirm.
Body print complete. PDA implant reset to factory settings.
Subnautica, everybody.
Warning. Atmospheric pressure above human maximum. Projected lifespan 13 minutes. Adaptation required.
The greedy company. Pressure tolerance. Highly pressurized air is destroying your lungs. Adaptation required. Okay. Pretty small inventory. Mild Ryan-derived acid. Fiber, grease. So it's not lube anymore, it's grease. Air tank. Air bladder, scanner, multi-tool. Water. First aid kit. Where's my Chatarina? Over here. Alright. Signals, logs, databank. Operate. I'm not dying, am I? 87 HP. I am dying. Okay.
I know. You're the QI. Your life is my job. My job is your life. I wish I could make full introductions, but courtesies must wait. We are both going to die if we stay here. There's another Noah node in the life pod outside. Get me there and I can get us both to safety. You are burning in slow motion. Under 60 atmospheres of pressure, oxygen becomes a neurotoxin. Nitrogen bubbles saturate your flesh and pry your joints apart. I've opened the door to the adaptation chamber. Your printed body can borrow tricks from indigenous life. You'll feel better. You'll be better. The last pioneer didn't make it to the life pod. I'm activating their black box signal. You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
Things in there are not in order, but you will find what you need.
User death imminent. Proceed to adaptation. Thanks to Terra Pioneer Nanotech, your body can adapt survival traits from a Zezuran rat. Proceed to the sampling pavilion. Scanning for necessary adaptation. Your body cannot survive exterior conditions. Please proceed to the sampling pavilion to adapt. Your body cannot survive exterior conditions. Please proceed to the sampling pavilion to adapt.
Oh well.
Found. You must adapt alien traits to survive. Sampling. Adapting trimethylamine N-oxide synthesis. Pressure tolerance increased. Vital signs stabilizing. Congratulations. This orb is now your relative.
Uh-huh. Okay. This sensitivity is too much. Maybe too little. How about 35? This should be enough. Nope, still too much. I'll go 30. Drop F, ignite E. Inventory equipped. I already don't like the sounds outside. Nope. So... Biobed.
You will make it. That's why you're the QI. You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
Okay, so you're not gonna tell me anything new. So we're basically something like Alan from the Subnautica 2, where they combine different DNA from species to their body. Pressure tolerance. Now we can breathe highly pressurized air. Fucking lovely. Basic first aid kit. Although the Acronym PDA dates back to the pre-expansion Earth. Historians generally agree these early devices were not true PDAs. They lacked the personality and they were not an active agentic assistance. True PDAs became popular in the mid-21st century as the solution to the problem of information overload, both in high-risk professions and in the political and domestic sphere. Human affairs had become increasingly specialized and siloed, and it was no longer possible for individual specialists, let alone ordinal people, to reliably understand what needs to be done and why. PDAs are designed to guide the user attention to the clearest, most pressing information in their environment. You know what? I'm too lazy to read all of this. This I can manage. Tend to PDA voice or invoke full screen interface to read, as you are doing now. Wait, it can read for me? Check all PDA tabs to ensure you understand their function. Background. The Personal Digital Assistance PDA is a cybernetic augment to the customer consciousness. It tracks and sorts a user's vital signs, profession, information, and fabricator blueprints. The PDA holds the sum total of human knowledge in a compressed quartz archive. It synthesizes the knowledge with scans you gather to generate databank entries on unknown species and phenomena. These databanks entries can be the difference between life and death for you or for your entire colony. Remember to acronyms ABC, always be checking, BLR, be like Riley. If you're lost or confused, review your PDA. Remember that Riley Robinson's PDA and scanner brought him home safely in the face of unforeseen and catastrophic hazards. If non-essential system maintenance chief can trust his PDA that completely, so can you. If a non-essential systems maintenance chief can trust his PDA that completely, so can you. Wait, wasn't Riley the main character from the first PDA? First Subnautica. AP suit. Operating instructions. Step into AP suit. Legs, wiggle hips while drawing suit up the shoulders, then insert hands into suit arms. PDA will automatically configure suit sensors and catheters according to your preference. The Altera All Environment Protection Suit, or AEP suit, never Ape suit, is a second skin for Pioneer. Okay, it's Ape suit. Populated with latest Trans System Federation nanotechnology to guard against bacterial and fungal threats, can be refreshed with licensed yogurt products. Bonds with the user's body and implanted DNA to monitor vital signs, hydration, and calorie budget, which are slowly draining. Intuitive neural heads-up display. Gel layer protects against soft radiation and temperature. Full service skincare including rash suppression, pinch clearance, and sore lavage. Lotion sold separately. Scavenger dissolvent gases from the Pioneer's blood to prevent barotrauma. The bends. Compresses body into ideal movement postures at some risk to user modesty, and traps air to maintain neutral buoyancy. Suit surface can express micro-texture to reduce drag. Constant electrical and optical feedback optimizes biorhythms and helps manage health emergencies. Latest and most radical AP designs include a suction pop on the wrist, which mates with implanted shunt in the Pioneer's body to sample alien tissues. Please consult your onboarding waiver for the Advanced Resilient Colonist Holobiont Infrastructure Program, ARCI, for technical details of adaptation your body to alien worlds. All environment protection, the only starship you can wear. Changelog removed, get a thicker skin slogan. After legal challenges regarding implied emotional control, the ape suit does not offer mental health services or workplace counseling. Contract. I, the pawn, agree that I accept Altera Olms as my sponsor for resettlement out of the former Mongolian independent states. That I will be transported as digital information aboard the colony ships Keida to the planet Zazura, New World, and fabricated on arrival. That I will construct, improve, and operate a colony on the New World without wage or salary, working off my debt. That I refuse holiday, retirement, or permanent death until the Noetic Advisor System NOAA determines that the permanent, self-sustaining human future on the New World is achieved. So basically I'm a slave which cannot even fucking die. Awesome. That I release Altera Corporation from any liability for permanent death or military conscription by the Trans System Federation if caused by the ongoing conflict with the Kara Xena system. Pressure tolerance. At 100 meters below the surface, the pressure on your body is over 10 times what it's on land, like an elephant standing on every square inch of you. Humans must breathe air under equal pressure or the lungs cannot inflate, but this carries severe risk. Below 40 meters, the nitrogen in air becomes narcotic, causing impaired judgment, delirium, and anesthesia. As pressure increases, oxygen becomes toxic, causing tunnel vision, tinnitus, vertigo, and convulsions. Each additional 10 meters in depth increases the pressure by 1 atmosphere. Breathing normal air at 600 meters and 60 atmospheric pressure is fatal. Extreme pressure forces gas molecules into the body tissues, saturating them like a soda and disrupting their necessary functions. Deep sea organisms produce a molecule called TMAO, trimethylene oxide, stiffener for water molecules, helping them hold their shape against pressure. Adapting your body to produce this stiffener will reduce the rate of gas saturation, allowing your pioneer nanomachines to clean up the fatal fizz as fast as it develops. This adaptation may result in long-term liver damage, but the consequences fall beyond your current survival horizon. This adaptation will also prevent trimethylaminuria, a condition in which a seafood diet can lead to a powerful fishy body odor. Okay, my mouth is already fucking dry. Too much reading. Can you not? Okay, I did something. Isn't this like the suit I need to wear? No? I activated that, I cannot activate this. I got some water. Distraction flare. Sponge. Oh boy.
Barometric depth gauge activated.
Nope, 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 nope. Fuck you mean screaming already? Can I go back to sleep? Can I go back to sleep? Please put me back to sleep.
You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Print terminated by barrow trauma.
So what the fuck did I just get? Black box unknown. If you are currently underwater, close your PDA and move to an air supply immediately. Black box unknown. Unable to identify black box. Invalid header. Post-mortem. This pioneer died of barrett trauma. Their suit was pressurized to 1 atmosphere and collapsed under 6 atmosphere of external pressure. They died alone. Time of death unknown. Reprint state unknown. Continuity determination unknown. Okay, so it was black box what I just got. Oh boy. I do not like where this is going.
A serious accident has occurred. Your sleep bay has been separated from the cicada. You must reach the surface and send a distress call.
I don't want to play anymore. Biobet assigned. Unable to identify black box, invalid header. Died of drowning. They became disoriented and ran out of air. They died alone. Blah blah blah. Advisor shell. Reset digital lifeboat emergency mode. Don't thank you. The sleep bay was extremely confined. Assess mission state.
My full name is Noetic Advisor Node, ISV CIDSB3. Between us, I prefer Noah. You are the QI, the qualified investigator. Wear it with pride. We have made violent planetfall. I don't know the status of the pioneer colonists, the cicada, or the 40,000 souls stored in its quartz memory. I am just one Noah node. I print and support the colonists stored in Sleep Bay 3. But if things go wrong, I am authorized to print a QI or two for troubleshooting. If we're going to complete the mission to build a human future on this world, you will have to lead the way. Are you ready to begin?
Okay, first bug. Some text is missing.
I can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut. The tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath. I can't release the life pod. The clamps...
I only now realized we're fucking 600 meters deep. Please stop fucking shaking. How the fuck do I descend? Oh fuck. Oh boy. Ascend. Descend. Do I have anything on control? Left control. No, 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 no.
Prepare for launch.
Oh boy. What the fuck is this? Yes.
Trajectory error. Collision. Thrusters disabled. Clearing main thrusters. Stand by. Thruster function restored. Brace for corrective reorientation.
Ow!
Wake up. StarNav does not recognize the sky. Titan-class biosignature on the horizon. You are not on Caesura, Pioneer.
What the fuck is that? Can I go home? Please?
I printed 26 colonists before the sleep bay drowned, many of them more than once. This is my purpose: to reincarnate you from digital storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay, credit against your contract debt. Risk code: Sierra Ordinal Warrant 2. I am already searching for the black boxes of the missing colonists. Stand by for search locations. Downloading colony manifest to your PDA. This isn't Caesura. I thought you should discover that for yourself, investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us. Your fellow pioneers, my fellow Noanods, working together to break ground for those who still sleep. Instead, silence. Not even the cicada answers. We are alone. I've sent your PDA the standard survival guide. While you pioneer the area and fabricate your tools, I'll apply myself to the life pod sensors.
Oh boy. Okay. Until contact with the colony or the cicada is restored, your survival is in your hands. Sync with the nearest biobed. Review fabricator blueprints, pins, basic equipment such as the survival multi-tool and flares. Search the area for basic resources: copper, quartz and titanium. Find the source of fresh water and digestible food. Find the source of acid for basic batteries. Then fabricate a scanner. Scan everything you see. Fabricate mobility equipment. such as fins and an oxygen tank. Fabricate a habitat builder tool. Work to expand the colony.
Advisor has transmitted an alert. Notice the intrusive and persistent HUD icon. Return to the life pod at your convenience. Remember that you are in command of the mission.
Okay, thank you. You can fuck off. Fabricate habitat builder tool. Work on the expand the colony. Be alert for updates from your noetic advisor. As a pioneer, your goal is to build future for humanity on this world. 40,000 sleeping colonies are counting on you. When in doubt, fall back on your training to find new resources, explore known regions, or construct a base scanner station. Survive hostile wildlife, use... Great, so they already tell me that there's hostile wildlife. Use flare to distract the threat. Carry a medkit for wound treatment. Unlock new blueprint scanned fragments or data cards left by other pioneers. Determine your next goal. Review your PDA databank and log. And consult your noetic advisor. Altera anticipates the need to adapt human colonies to alien worlds. Consider installing approved biomods to help you thrive. So basic adaptation shit. I wanna test something. Graphics. So the fog still exists. Biobed test.
I'm monitoring noxiously elevated viral loads in the seawater. Heavy metal assays detect bone-blistering levels of cadmium, lead, and chromium. This planet is already killing you. We have to know if the life pod...
Seek fresh water intake.
Fuck you, PDA. We have to know if the life pod biobed can help. Find a convenient way to die. Your black box will face your mind to the biobed. I'll print you a new body. You can return to your point of exit to retrieve dropped items. Regular reprinting may help slow down environmental contamination. It's not a long-term solution, but for now we have to try it.
I understand.
You should have said I understand, so I'm gonna to kill you.
Locating the colony is your best chance of survival. A prolonged search will require food and water.
I have to say, the game looks miles better than the first one.
This organism filters brine into drinkable fresh water. This may be an adaptation to the seawater's anomalously high viral load. Oxygen.
I do not miss you. I like how he's like shaking. Aww. The crafting is not as satisfying as in the first game. Okay, I need metal. Mimic pylon. Not gonna lie, I fully expected you to close up on me. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, something like that. I deserve that.
From hand tools to corrosion-resistant habitats, oxygen, structural material.
Okay, PD, you're gonna piss me off.
From hand tools to corrosion-resistant habitats, titanium is an ideal structural material. This quartz contains dead coral polyps. It may have formed on or near a coral dome.
Don't sell me, it's already oh boy. That's titanium.
Copper is key to simple electronics. Oxygen creates copper on cave roofs and overhangs.
Okay, good, but I'm gonna go to the safety.
Of all the equipment available to TSF frontiersmen, only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists or the self.
Okay, that's gonna probably be just a visual bug. That's fucking pretty. Wait, where's Biobed? Okay, so I still can customize you. But I cannot sleep. Anything new? Survival multi-tool. Equip the quick access tool belt. Strike targets to shatter small resources, deposit, cut samples, harvest material, or drive off attackers. Cuttable targets trigger an icon on your HUD, prompting you to equip and use the survival multi-tool. Background. Downscaled civilian version of the combat-tested SR3 Striker switch axe, which TSF frontiersmen used to hack apart Kara infestation. Frontsmen learned that even hardened combat knives quickly lose their edge when wasted on sawing, prying, and percussive maintenance. Axes and hammers are more useful for breaking up resource deposits, and fine cut work like cutting or fiber splicing can be left to fabricators. Altera applied this finding to produce the all-titanium survival multi-tool, which features a longer lever arm and a solid hammer pry claw for hand mining. A sharp reverse edge retained the knife's utility in cutting and self-defense, though this remains strictly a last resort. Despite protests from seasoned pioneers such as celebrity survivor Rauli Isotalo, that's probably a Finnish name. Altera has replaced the standard knife with the survival multi-tool in the Cicada's basic fabricator offering. Although all fabricators are capable of producing firearms such as the P+, blah blah blah, these weapons are only licensed for trained specialists such as TSF frontiersmen. In the hands of untrained colonists, evidence indicates that firearms are most likely to be discharged against other colonists or the self. Either night is short as fuck or I'm just a slow fucking reader. Also, I feel like you're supposed to be underwater. Like, you do not look like something that should be above water. I mean, it's... water horror survival. Nothing here is supposed to be above water. You're glowing. That's nice. Pretty. I just realized you're slowly coming closer. Okay, fuck it. I have the multi-tool. I need titanium, I need quartz, I need basic battery. How do I make basic battery? Acid rayon pouch. By the looks of it, it's something acid, acid, acid.
Seek caloric intake.
Okay, so ion pouch. Why is it so bright all of a sudden? I need to find acid something. Okay, that's coral dome, that's not you. That's titanium. That was flashlight. That's copper. Quartz. Ooh. Quartz. 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 More quartz. You're probably poisonous, aren't you? Toxic, of course. Yep.
Acid can be used to make basic chemical batteries.
Ow, 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 ow. Inventory full. Okay. Oh boy. Handy. It can be put down there too. Wait, I'm curious. Oh, nice. So you do see the items I have in the nearby inventory. That's nice. Okay, that's one battery. Enhanced first aid kit. I need to find fiber. What else do I need? One more titanium. Awesome. Come here, little slug. There's the titanium.
Oxygen.
Yeah, oxygen my ass. Pum. Let's make you.
Stranded on 4546B, Riley Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting alien cyborgs and treat his Kara infection. Behavioral economists still debate why Riley abandoned a lucrative motivational speaking career to return to frontier life.
Fibrous pulp. Okay, that's 100% a bug. Coral Dome, I cannot scan you. Come here.
This colony of worms in a shared membrane has no earthly analog. You have discovered a new clade. Naming rights may be auctioned off or reserved as a gift for that special someone in your future. Seek medical attention. Oxygen.
So that's why everything became poisonous. Duly fucking noted.
Do not hesitate to use alien life forms for survival purposes, but always search for unexpected complexity.
What's my inventory?
Oxygen. User death imminent. Oxygen.
User death imminent. Well, you wanted me to fucking die. Fuck do you expect? Boy. Copper, soft metal, good conductor of heat and electricity, important feedstock for the fabrication of basic batteries, wiring, blah 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 blah. Coming soon.
Noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
No. Jet-propelled omnivore evolved from an organism resembling bony octopus. Sure. Rasping jaw. The Geordie's hard mouth parts can brush algae off rocks, crush small crustaceans, pull plugs out of the coral and cut wads of kelp, 4 fins, perhaps evolved from bony legs. They steer the Jordai and host its 4 stomach pouches. Huh? Diverticular stomachs, each fin-like hold a digestive pouch with bacteria specialized to portion of the jaw's digestive diet. Swimming motion helps stir and digest food. Central channel is lined with the stinging cells, which kills small seaborne fauna. Do not insert fingers. Muscular pulses propel the Jordite by jet action. Donut-shaped spinal braid. Nerve braid is wrapped around the jet channel like a donut. Edible, though heavily loaded with metals and waxes. Advised throughout fabricator cook. Coral dome. Small jellyfish-like animals that secrete a limestone skeleton. This process uses dissolved carbon dioxide from the seawater. Corals are therefore an important method of climate regulation, since they transform atmospheric carbon into hard limestone. Dual feeding strategy. The dome outer surface feeds on sunlight using photosynthesis symbiotes known as zooxanthellae. I probably butchered the name. As the dome grows, the colony clears its interior, recycling the limestone for reuse. Polyps on the inside of the dome hunt with stinging tentacles. Mineral expulsions. As the dome grows, it collects and expels mineral waste, creating nodes of quartz. So basically quartz is just poop. Great. Critical ecosystems element. The dome corals help regulate global climate and provide a breakwater, reducing erosion in their shallow surroundings. The domes capture nutritious sediments from sea currents. Pioneers should prioritize a survey of coral health, assignment critical source of quartz vital to the local ecosystem. Ryan Carbonica, a colony of worm living inside of shared membrane, probably a sponge, uses weak acid to digest prey. Organism defined as a sponge occupied by a colony of cloned predatory worms. The sponge is chambered akin to Earth's extinct sphinctozoans. Chambers grow around a central pump. The Ryan's worms secrete weak acid as digestive factor and defense mechanism. This acid is held under pressure by a plug of the Ryan's central pump. To avoid unwanted acid release, cut away the chambers before disturbing the central pump. Volcanic origin. The acid rayon may have originally evolved near the cold sea seep of a volcanic caldera. Acid-friendly biochemistry gave it a useful defense mechanism and feeding strategy to colonize other waters. Medical gel. The Ryan central pump is partially plugged by a mass of worm residue. This keeps the pressure in the chamber at high. This residue contains useful clotting factor. Broad-spectrum antibiotics. Recommend collection. Problematic genetics. Spectrogenetic analysis indicates the host sponge and the resident worm contain partial copies of each other's genomes. This is a biological impossibility on Earth and suggests that genetic inheritance functions differently on this world. Assessment. Useful source of weak acid for batteries. Central plug contains medically relevant gel. Cut away chambers before removing central plug. Consult with your noetic advisor system to research optimum search areas. Lucid Rodsack. Tentatively Rodsack Lucifer. Light bringing Rodsack. a tunicate-like animal which ferments decomposing biomatter inside its body. Static larval swimming body transforms into spherical adult form because fermentation does not require oxygen. The rod sac actually stops breathing as it matures, swollen with hydrocarbons. The rod sac contains isoprene useful for fabricating rubber and lubricant. High diacetyl levels give the rod sac a strong caramel funk. So is it edible or not? Useful source of organic polymer for rubber and oil. Swollen with bioluminescence. Glow may attract animals, especially sun-seeking microorganisms, to defecate or die on the rod sac. Bioluminescence seems to play an important role in this world ecology. Regular experiments with light reactions are advised. Symbiote. Often found glued to the cradle shoot root, an unrelated species of starfish-like bottom dweller that provides the rod sac with anchored while it grows. Cradle shoot root, a basket-shaped organism tentatively shoot root conabulum with no clear earthly analog, anatomically similar to a plastic starfish, or to an opened variety of Earth-extinct blastoids. Animal anatomy. Flattened fibrous leaves are the arms of animal loaded with photosynthetic symbiotes. Central structure houses a digestive system and a hard, sticky cradle, the conabulum. A second ring of arm grows into a seabed, seeking crevices in the rock. Preferred symbiote. The cradle is an exchange site with a symbiotic partner such as Lucifer rod sac. Spectrogenic analysis suggests the cradle shoot root is younger than the rod sac. It may have originally parasitized.
Fresh water intake.
Shut the fuck up. It may have originally parasitized free-floating Lucifer rod sac before evolving a niche as an anchor, providing a refuge and minerals to rod sac in exchange for a share of the rod sac fermented food. Plastic fibers. Although it lacks the true cell walls of earth plants, the cradle shoot root strengthens its tissue with bioplastic fibers. Too soft to cut by hand, they could be severed by a cutting tool. Assessment. 2 fiber could be used to synthesize fabric, possibly food. Okay. What do you want?
I printed 26 colonists before the sleep bay drowned, many of them more than once. This is my purpose: to reincarnate you from digital storage, support your work, and if necessary, reverse your death. If I lose track of my colonists, I am empowered to send a qualified investigator to track them down. Do this for me, and I can offer you hazard pay, credit against your contract debt. Risk code: Sierra Ordinal Warrant 2. I am already searching for the black boxes of the missing colonists. Stand by for search locations. Downloading colony manifests to your PDA. Contact. I've located the black box of Anita Gottschall, the colony purser. Partial voice data retrieved.
We're so hungry.
Anita always liked to watch you shuffle cards. She said you had a knack for holding things. Find out what happened to her. Signal location uploaded to your PDA.
I know you're listening, it's poison. Just help us eat. Nope. Okay, so I have fiber. What can I do out of fiber? I do not have silver. I have rubber. How do I make rubber? Oily salad. Solid linear flavor between cinnamon and plastic bag. Bowel effect unknown. Cooked George. Edible non-fish organism prepped for human digestion. Digestive incompatibility. Fuck it. I'm gonna eat you nonetheless. So, I can make rubber. I need 1 rubber, 2 silver. 2 rubber, 2 fiber.
Critical warning. Stomach failure. Expected caesarean proteins. Found unknown alien tissue. Dehydration.
Fuck it. We're going to die. Just kill me already.
Reprint complete. You have experienced conditions incompatible with life. Your brain state has been restored to a new body. Some colonists prefer to return to the accident site to retrieve lost items and verify their last print exited cleanly. Consult your databank for emotional and philosophical support. Death is certain for the born and rebirth inevitable for the dead. You should not, therefore, grieve the inevitable.
You're such a fucking cunt, PDA. Okay, you disappear, good. Right then, more text to read. Local flora and fauna incompatible for human digestion. How do I fix that? Anita, locate this black box and investigate the circumstances of colonist health. Surviving death. Isn't death irreversible? Not anymore. Oh boy, 500 years ago a pierced intestine was a mortal wound. In today's age of nanomachines and field fabrications, a pierced intestine can be treated with medical satchel and rest. The same transformation is now underway for wounds we think of life-ending. TSF and frontiersmen rely on body imaging and human fabrication technologies in the battle against the Kara. Now the technology can also help pioneers colonists survive the new world. Imagine going to a biobed to treat your pierced intestine. Nanomachines clean the wound and biobed fabricator restores the missing tissue. One molecule as good as another. It's the pattern of atoms and molecules in your body which define your identity. As long as that pattern can be healed, you can be healed. What if we could store the pattern of your body in a safe place and use it as a guide to heal you from serious injury, a missing limb, a crushed torso, even an insult to the brain? Thanks to the face imaging, we can treat these wounds even after your biological body has ceased to function, or been completely annihilated. In fact, if we define death as life-ending injury that can be treated, then death no longer exists. There are only diseases of recoverable injury. Body produced by a biobed human fabricator is often known as print. All prints which share a common set of memories are referred to as fork. For further questions, see FAQ, death and recovery. Fuck you. Is it really me? Aren't I just a copy? There are branches of human thought which reject the idea that perfect duplicate is the same as the self. This is known as the Thyssen fallacy. Debunking this fallacy is beyond the scope of this FAQ. It may be productive to ask yourself, if I suffered progressive brain damage from disease like Alzheimer's, would I accept nanofixing therapy to restore my brain to its earlier, more functioning state? Would I be worried about losing my identity or happy to have it back? Think of human body fabrication as a particularly rapid and holistic therapy, but I died back there. This isn't me. Your old body stopped working, but you did not die. The process of your brain caused your neural nanosystem to send an update to your last stored image, where those processes resumed. A biobed fabricated a new body you picked up right where you left off. Many people intuitively fear discontinuity or breaks in the mental process. Remember that your brain is a constantly evolving process, a warm, wet, noisy organ. Noisy? How is brain noisy? You lose more of your identity in the course of regular workday than you do in the clean, clear transfer from old brain to new. While data compression may introduce some noise, your brain evolved to deal with errors. What if I get reprinted and my old body wakes up? This is illegal and should be prevented by the state protocol in your neural nanosystem. Consult an Altera Labor Council for further advice. You can store human body in computer memory. It's true that imaging and archiving the position of every atom in a human body is beyond our technology. Instead, phase conjugation stores quantum echo of the body in optical quartz. This image cannot be cloned. It can only produce one printed body. However, it's easy to produce multiple images during one scan, allowing you to keep archived copies of your body from months or even years earlier. Does this mean that people are now immortal? It is possible to archive dramatic life extension with biobed support. The social consequences of this emerging technology are beyond the scope of this vacuum. Lovely. Scanner. A quick access tool built never remove. Scan everything. Scanning technology fragments will generate new blueprints. Scannable targets trigger an icon on your HUD, prompting you to equip and use the scanner. Altera's Pride, essential science and survival tool in cooperation with PDA, the spectral scanner can image and analyze anything a pioneer encounters. Riley Robinson used the standard field scanner to discover and cure Kara infestation, a feat of solitary survival unmatched in human history. The scanner is a hyperspectral imager integrating techniques from resonance-enhanced Raman spectroscopy, the SPIF to SPIF mount tomography. The PDA then generates best fit theory from corpus of past data. When generating names and databank entries, the PDA considers but does not always respect the user's cultural background, educational accomplishments, and personal preferences. Scan fragments of technology to add their blueprints to your PDA databank. Multiple fragment scan may be required to synthesize complete blueprints. Novel species are assigned an easy-to-remember name and databank entry populated with best guess behavior, anatomy, niche, reproduction, and evolution boundary. Remember that this information is provisional. Altera cannot be held liable for errors or mistakes caused by mismatch between AI induction and real outcomes. The user may run a self-scan to determine their own physical well-being, but this function is usually redundant with implanted PDA diagnostics and biobed scans. Data gathered with the scanner can also be delivered to a higher-order artificial intelligence such as Altera Noetic Advisor to generate advanced theory. Altera Hyperspectral Scanner, it's all you need to know. Intellectual property generated by use of Altera Hyperspectral Scanner, including but not limited to novel physical and biological theory, genetic and bioinformation, licensed rights, charismatic species, is by default assigned to the user's employer in perpetuity. Terms of contract may vary. Okay, I'm thirsty again. It's a one.
Seek fresh water intake.
Yeah. You're... I know I found a flashlight somewhere. In one of these boxes. Okay, that's a flare.
Oxygen.
Yeah, bitch, shut up. That's the fish from the trailer. Slug. I need you.
Oxygen.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. So that's quartz.
Oxygen.
Okay, I need to keep in mind that I'm constantly diving deeper.
Oxygen. Fight trauma detected. Flares may distract attacking predators. Seek caloric intake.
What caloric intake? I cannot eat anything, I'm just fucking... Maybe I could capture you.
Dehydration.
You're such a bitch.
Unable to digest. Adaptation required. Brace for digestive distress.
Wait, so 12 food.
Unable to digest. Adaptation required. Brace for digestive distress.
So what the fuck can I eat? I needed rubber. Small speed boost, okay. So for standard oxygen tank I need rubber and I need silver. And I have no more food. Oh boy.
The portable locker can be hand carried or attached to a hardpoint. Avoid oxygen. Inform your co-workers before moving their stash.
Yeah. Okay, if not there, then where did I saw flashlight? Or something to flashlight related.
Oxygen.
Let's give this a try. Okay, you're copper. Flashlight.
Starvation. Oxygen. critical attention.
Seek my ass attention.
User death imminent.
User death imminent. No shit, I cannot eat anything.
Print lost to starvation. Reprinting.
Lost copper. Not only that. Um...
Oxygen.
I would much rather hear, instead of fucking oxygen, if you could tell me what the fuck can I eat to not starve to death. Stupid fuck. Fiber mesh, half moon jerky.
Bite trauma detected. Flares may distract attacking predators.
Beveled Sporal. Interesting data point, okay. Emergency oxygen source for divers. Beware that repeated use could lead to radon buildup with serious health risk, including cancer. Portable locker. Oh boy. 4i. Be alert for unpredictable attack. Tolerable food source. Quartz titanium. So I still need to find silver somehow. Fully functional fabricator. Possible application to research in coral mesh unlocked. Digestive incompatibility. Sugar of Saturn. Yeah, fuck you too. Fuck it.
Oxygen.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Time to explore. Don't think that I want to touch that.
Seek fresh water intake. Oxygen.
Okay, there's the flashlight.
The rules are simple. Keep the perimeter sensors on alarm, no matter how many false positives you get, and do not go out alone. They are hunting us. We don't know why. Someone made a mistake a long time ago, and we have to live with it. The damn thing is, maybe it was one of us. Maybe they see us and say, look, it's that soft criminal, back from the dead again. Let's get the freak. And we don't even remember what we did.
Who is hunting us? That's my question. Everyone listen, keep the bulkheads shut, the perimeter sensors on alarm no matter how many false positives you get, and do not go out alone. Someone made a mistake a long time ago and we have to live with it. Okay, so I can have flashlight, basic battery,
Alien organisms may have their own interpretation of your light. From threat display to attempted seduction.
lovely. Okay, let's see if I missed anything in here.
Seek caloric intake.
So that's where was the flashlight.
Dehydration. Oxygen.
I think 3 should be enough. Oh, there's crafting queue. Awesome. So I can craft multiple items at the same time.
Oxygen.
You've got to be fucking shitting me.
Oxygen.
Oh boy.
Potential donor found. Suit surface detects molecules matching the organism from the sleep bay. Oxygen. Adapting alien enzymes to your stomach lining. You may now digest freely.
That's weird.
I can hear you. Sophie says you're a hallucination, just a virus, but I know you're listening. We're so hungry. There's food all around us, but it's poison. Will you help? If I feed you, will you feed us? This is my body, given for you. Just help us eat.
I do not like how that sounded.
Oxygen.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Her lungs contained elevated levels of xenon and anesthetic. She may have inhaled xenon from her ear tank. Suffered from advanced lead poisoning and starvation at the time of her death. Anita spoke to someone before dying. Anita died alone. 25,000 hours ago, she was transmitted to Biobed in Sleep Bay 3. Despite contamination with heavy metals and retroviral DNA, she was reprinted without reset. Her life continued. Colony pursued Anita God's shall Jean near Angel Calm. Anita believed the calm could help her digest this world food. You have already gained one effect adaptation from an Angel Calm. Anita implied that the colonist feared hallucination caused by virus and that she could feed the calm with her body. May have been delirious. Digestion. Life in this unknown ocean shares its basic genetic code with Earth. DNA letters code for amino acid words, which are joined into string-like sentences to create proteins. Pioneers can also look forward to familiar delights such as sugar, starch, fat, and alcohol. However, this word generic code uses different words for amino acid, creating waxy and metallic proteins. Human stomach enzymes cannot digest them. Undigested mass builds up in the intestines, causing indigestion, intestinal blockage, starvation, and drought. This field adaptation allows your digestive tract to secrete alien enzymes built with human chemistry. Borrowing these enzymes bypasses the need to design a synthetic equivalent, allowing you to proceed with the mission. The chances of your digestive tract digesting itself are minimal. Minimal, but never zero. Okie dokie. Alright, let's go back because there might be second part for building tool. That's just quartz. Hammerhead. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's Anita's black box, habitat builder. Ow! Okay, you fucking fuckface. I cannot hurt you either. So there's nothing else I can pick up. That's quartz. Quartz, I mean copper. That's a lot of copper, to be honest.
Oxygen.
Where can I find second habitat builder? Hello. Beacon. One out of two, of course. Fragment. 2 out of 3.
Oxygen.
Wiring kit unlocked.
Field notes, under, not, wander. 2 spare tanks. My reprint site is habitat. I'm exhausted today. What if you just reprinted yourself when you were tired? Maybe you'd never have to sleep. Miss Nahima, I'm checking out the big coral tower. There's a mass trapped inside. The scanner's not sure if it's coral polyp or crab tissue. The optogenetics are so weird. We know the Protea virus infects everything on this planet. And we know the coral crabs wear these domes as hats. Is it possible the virus swapped their genes around? So part of this coral just decided it was a crab? Like if you live next to something on Proteus, you become related to it.
That was not habitat builder, but it's a progress nonetheless.
Oxygen.
Okay, so copper wire nutrients. Let's take all of you. Where the fuck can I find silver? And I completely forgot about rubber. Blah. Cold coffee. While it's night, I could collect some of you.
Oxygen. The Noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
I do not like the sound of alert. No alerts, please.
Another black box. Chap Savan, head of computational dynamics. His job is to make sure I'm doing my job. I'm what he would call weakly supervisable. It means I respond well to human guidance. I can take partial instructions and generate a coherent concept of operations. Chap gave you his PDA passkey so you could play games on his account. I let it slide. His action was against the rules, but in support of the concept. Signal location uploaded to PDA. I printed 26 colonists before the sleep bay drowned. Many of them more than once. This is my...
Okay, so that just... So you're basically a radio. I bet there's the island.
Colony structure located. There may be clues to the location of the main habitat. Oxygen.
Of course there's not gonna be any oxygen inside. Why would... I do not fucking like how deep that looks.
Oxygen.
Habitat builder.
Building a processor and a power supply will unlock new fabricator recipes. But the added mass would sink your life pod. A standalone habitat is the next step on your mission.
Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Nuh-uh. I'm not fucking going there. Biolab.
This case was broken by a survival multi-tool. Samantha Ayu's bombing of Altera Labs delayed critical Kara research by decades.
Oh, there's the oxygen. No power. Um... No power.
Oxygen.
Yeah. Um... For an AI base, you're pretty cheap to make. Glass, copper, wire, titanium. Okay, so you're probably wanting me to add a battery inside of that bitch.
This case was broken by a survival multi-tool. Sabotage is a serious crime. Samantha Ayu's bombing of Altera Labs delayed critical Kara research by decades.
To inject and remove biomods, temporary genetic tricks borrowed from native life. The entry-level colonists can tolerate 2 biomods, one active, one passive. Interface with biolab and choose 1 biomod for each slot. Active biomods must be triggered by the user, while passive biomods active by reflex when their conditions are met. Biomods should be pre-tested and approved by colony medical staff. While a scanner could be modified to acquire new biomods from local species, the colonist would be liable for any resulting harm to self or others. After the tragedies on and Rakshasa and the outbreak of Kara in the Ariadne arm, Altera recognized that the human body was not the most vulnerable component of its deep space strategy. Nobel Prize-winning research by Valenti and Ham produced the answer: the nanotech interface between human and alien technology. This interface, deployed in pioneer program like the Archie suit, can reverse engineer alien gene products for safe expression by human cells. Unlike full adaptations, these biomods never enter the colonist's genome. They are temporary and reversible. This helps would-be parents avoid awkward conversation adult which biomods to inject for date night. Okay. The biolab is colonist one-stop point for service for biomods. Deep readers will know that it's also a triumph of human ingenuity over the pessimism of early anti-expansion thinkers who believed that humanity tight link to earthly biota would make interstellar colonization impossible. Programmable detonator, secure terminal detonator, control login, Nahima Nakota Kurul Tai, password blah, access granted, explosive shape charge demolition aid module online, armed, enter authorization code, final confirmation required, 30 seconds. This action is permanent and cannot be reversed. If you ever get this far, I trust you've got good reason for it, be sure. Mantis. Confirm to proceed. Detonation sequence started. Instructing 3, 2, 1, detonating. Good, telltales, detonation completed. Field notes under not wonder, 2 spare tanks. Reprint site of habitat. I'm exhausted today. What if you just drowned and reprint What if you just drowned and reprinted when you were tired? Miss Nahima, I'm investigating the big coral tower with the crab legs. The coral domes usually clear their interiors, but this one holds a mass of coral that's confused. It's like it got stuck inside, panicked, and tried to turn into a crab. We know the protovirus infects everything. We know the crabs wear these coral domes as hats. It's possible the virus swapped pieces of them around. Like if you live with something long enough on Proteus, you become related to it. Hammerhead. Especially when piloting vehicles may have social cognition comparable to Earth ungulates, some of which were extremely dangerous to humans. Ramming areas called lecks are the major source of ocean noise. Rock boar organism resembles a spinal cord protected by thick crab-like shell. It extends beyond scanner range in both directions, growing through fractures in the seabed rock. Assessment: entirely unknown organism. Investigate further, determine origin and ecological niche. What if I don't? Indicates the presence of plankton and other small sea life. Welcome center. A small flooded structure apparently intended to welcome pioneers emerging from Sleep Bay 3. On-site NOAA node could be reactivated with battery for data retrieval. Biolab provides access to basic biomods. Protovirus. A crab teratoma site provides insight into behavior of the protovirus. Gross genetic transfer. Protovirus can reprogram cells of one organism coral to behave as and become cells of another, the coral crab. This is biologically implausible, nonetheless it occurs. Horizontal gene exchange. Horizontal gene transfer is the exchange of DNA between organisms other than parent and child. It occurs frequently on Earth, largely but not exclusively between microbes. The human placenta depends on a capsule protein that was inserted into a sexual mammal by retrievers infecting a sperm or egg cell. Evolutionary catalyst. The protovirus may have evolved earlier than terrestrial viruses, granting it root-level access to biology on this world. It is constantly exchanges genes between species. It may increase the pace of evolution, allowing natural selection to more rapidly search the space of all possible life forms for the best adapters, but most exchanges are destructive, not helpful. Viruses as free riders. While viruses are common and evolutionarily important, they are parasites and ultimately consume the host's resources for little return. A healthy ecosystem should. Databank generation halt. User-facing error. Script hook found in bad memory address. Execution failed. Resuming generation. Manage its viral infection into productive roles. Assessment ambiguous. Protovirus may provide life on this world with an evolutionary advantage at the cost of pervasive viral infection. Protovirus or Protovirus pluripotens, large retrovirus discovered in the seawater of this world, radically dissimilar to terrestrial life. Complex genetic structure. Codons are 4 base pairs compared to terrestrial DNA RNA 3. The core vital genome is 1.4 million base pairs stored in numerous Shut the fuck up. Pairs stored in numerous strands, large for an RNA virus. Rapid changes in RNA conformation prevents further analysis. Accessory genomes contain sequences from infected organisms, primarily seawater microbes. Function unknown. The viral capsule is built from a polymer commonly produced by life on this world. The human immune system cannot lyse this polymer, so protovirus will resist immune reaction, but because protovirus does not share genetic code with human life, there is no risk of cross-infection. Further analysis will require specialized virological equipment, flashlight and habitat building. How the fuck it's not nighttime? You're titanium, I need silver.
Oxygen.
Okay, so you're gonna pull me upwards. I need food. You're fucking adorable.
Oxygen.
Come here. I'm gonna be right back while I'm gonna wait for the daytime. Alright, be right back. And we're back. Also, I did not like the sounds I just heard. Where's Chitorino? Here. Okay. So, I need rubber. And I also need silver. Just quartz. Big quartz. Oh yeah, I also needed a battery for that shit. So, 1, 2, and 3.
Oxygen.
I just dive down in here. Okay, that's useful. Oh boy. There's no way I still cannot find silver.
Oxygen.
Titanium.
Oxygen.
Google record day 620. Sophie Boucher entering. Anita Gottschall and 5 others left Habitat in protest of my decision to end medical treatment for the sick. They call themselves the Jubilee. They are going to move back to Camp 1 for now. Anita claims her group can live in the open sea. She believes the planet is trying to give us what we need to survive through the angel combs. I insisted on giving them physicals. They are lucid and rational. No worse off than the rest of us. I can't prove that they are leaving because of Macefield. I can't convince Anita that she is in the thrall of a virus that compels her to the tree like a rat whose parasites drive it into the cat's jaws. I asked Noah not to reset them when they die, but I suspect it will anyway. Everyone will blame me. Well, so be it. I must ask Nahima what will happen to the ecosystem if the Jubilee group eats everything. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn!
Okay, so the parts that give us adaptations looks like are gonna lead us to the big tree in the end. New fragment, supply crate. Copper, 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 titanium.
Oxygen.
There's the battery. Flashlight, another storage system. That's copper. Hello. Anita Garden.
Zip is dead. Not just reprinted. Dead. We all saw how she suffered. The metal poisoning. Her hands trembled. Her gums turned blue. She was always cold. We thought her visits to the hot caves were therapeutic. Sophie let her get away with it. Everyone loves Zip. But one day she did not return. 2 days, 3. We could hear her black box crying her death down at the bottom of the cave. Why wouldn't Noah reprint her? On the 4th day, Sleep Bay 3 printed a new copy of Zipporah Malk. She was not our Zip. She remembered nothing since the day she boarded the Cicada. Chap says Noah reset her to her last known good state. I am aghast. We are contracted to work off a debt to Altera. But any debt society needs the promise of a jubilee, the trumpet blast of freedom when all is forgiven. Old kings in Babylon declared jubilee when they took the throne lest the people rebel. But now our king can reset the calendar on the day before the jubilee. Naima is right. We are slaves. I must know what is down in that hot cave. I believe Noah fears it and killed Zip to hide it. I believe the Jubilee is out there somewhere in this ocean. A better way to survive.
Awesome. So AI knows that we know something and kills us. Wakemaker. Equip the quick access tool belt, active only when selected. Stand arm into movement position. Replace battery when discharging. Personal DPV, diver propulsion vehicle for long distance transit outside of submarine without constant finning. Arm-mounted form factor improves maneuverability in tight spaces and prevents Pioneer from losing their DPV during stressful situation. Not fully hands-free, but allows inventory management, item pickups, and routine touching, scratching. Do not throttle the wave maker until your hands are fully extended in the movement position. Allegations that the wake maker is wrist-mounted so that it can steer expired colonies back to biobeds for recycling are ghoulish and false. User experience remains the design team's North Star.
Endurance upgraded. Inventory expanded.
Ooh. That's nice. Food. Where the fuck am I supposed to find silver? That's titanium. Fuck it, I'm gonna collect copper.
Oxygen.
Okay, that's just a circle. Nope. I'm good. So you're gonna pull me down.
Oxygen. Two water, one food. So I needed to make at least one rubber. For what? Oh, for you. Now I need to find silver. Let's go insert battery in this bitch.
Also, another improvement that I noticed compared to like previous versions is that the music is more common.
All systems online. Power connected.
Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, Kurultai Surgeon. By now you know we're not on the Zora. We call this planet Proteus. We don't know when rescue will find us. For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Nahima?
Hey, fellow dead slave. I'm Nahima Nakota, ecologist. Take a sip of seawater. Notice that sweet blood taste under the salt? That's a toxic dose of heavy metals. Nobody survived past 3 months. It's a beautiful place to die over and over again.
But don't let that beauty seduce you, Pioneer. Exposure to Proteus causes a delusion we call Mazefield syndrome. The call of the sea. People may tell you it's a gift. Ignore them. You remember what Kara did to our homes. You know we can't trust alien biology. We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. Habitat is due north. We'll come pick you up. See you soon, Pioneer.
Do not swim to the tree. We're gonna swim to the tree. Remote habitat with several long-term biological experiment testing growth conditions of protein life. Contains biobed rigged to upgrade colonist bodies. License violation have disabled the bed ability to reprint lost colonist. Biobed set to analyze changes in the patient's genetic and general gene expression. Biobed records at least one death caused by cytokine storm, a reaction to failed gene therapy. Experiments in the habitat were initiated by colony pursuer Anita Gottschall. And it's nighttime.
I'm in. Having a look around. This structure was connected to Sleep Bay 3 until the bay suddenly moved. Picked up and hurled a full fathom into the deep, with you and I aboard. 20,000 hours earlier, a hard line leading to a habitat complex in the north was deliberately cut. Why? And if I am not mistaken, and I never am, this node was killed by an explosion below the structure. More mysteries for the qualified investigator. I've retrieved 2 messages. I think you should review them. I remember Sophie very fondly.
Hello, I am Zigimantus Tarvilus, formerly EVA engineer on Mongolian steppes. Now lead diver of this mess. Here is my formula for a quick base. Fill up on titanium, quartz, and copper. Get your builder tool. Wave it around a bit, check the battery, get comfortable. Build a corridor. Put a solar panel on top. You must have power to make air. Put a hatch on the end. Go inside. Build lockers. At Fabricator, it will draw from your lockers automatically. Nice, huh? Now you have made a perfect work camp. Later you can add a room for biobed, processor, scanner station, a real bed. Maybe grow some plants. The rest will follow.
You'll want to visit the biolab near the entrance and install a passive and active biomod. While less permanent than adaptations, I've been told they're more fun. Sophie would have cleared anything in there.
What if you're the last human being in the whole universe? Wouldn't that set you free? This world is yours to explore, but it is not for man. You'll join us soon enough.
That sounds a bit concerning.
Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, Kurultai surgeon. By now you know we're not on the Zora. We call this planet Proteus. We don't know when rescue will find us. For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Nahima?
Hey, fellow dead slave. I'm Nahima Nakota, ecologist. Take a sip of seawater. Notice that sweet blood taste under the salt? That's a toxic dose of heavy metals. Nobody survived past 3 months. It's a beautiful place to die over and over again.
But don't let that beauty seduce you, Pioneer. Exposure to Proteus causes a delusion we call Maysfield syndrome. The call of the sea. People may tell you it's a gift. Ignore them. You remember what Kara did to our homes. You know we can't trust alien biology. We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. Habitat is due north. We'll come pick you up. See you soon, Pioneer.
Dash in any direction to avoid predator or hazards. Release a trail of pheromones you can follow to find your way. Sea skimmers swim faster when close to underwater surfaces or sea floors. Slow oxygen consumption when not moving. Curled feet, tapped fingers, or a tensed scalp are common triggers for an active biomod. Be a thoughtful coworker, avoid intrusive grunts. Ooh. still keep thinking that somebody's gonna come out and grab my sorry ass in here. Nope, 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 nope. I do not want to do anything.
Oxygen. Oxygen.
Okay, so I would need a new battery. How do I make it? Okay, just make it.
Congratulations. You have taken a major step towards zero debt day. As a platform for systems like the processor and scanner station, a habitat is a vital investment in your future. A habitat can also be an emotional anchor, proof that you've built something to last. Remember, it's easier to replace a body than a base.
Fuck. I wanted to make you. So I'm gonna need a lot of you. Yeah, that should be enough.
Oxygen.
Power connected. All systems online.
Oxygen.
Welcome aboard.
That's fucking dope. We can finally build while being inside.
Oxygen. Oxygen.
What's in the box? As Handsome Jack said. Ooh.
Oxygen.
I'm getting sidetracked like crazy. 3, 2, 1.
Oxygen.
Welcome aboard.
Aww, we're not captains anymore. Not gonna lie, I kinda feel like cheating with the ability to build like this.
Seek fresh water intake.
Home.
Oxygen.
Welcome aboard.
You cannot outswim me anymore.
Seek caloric intake.
Yeah, bitch, shut the fuck up. Okay, so I'm out of quartz now. That one can be changed quickly. I hope so. Quartz.
Oxygen.
I'ma need to make the fucking air tank real fucking quick. Let's make glass.
Welcome aboard.
Okay, I like these windows. I don't like these sounds. Anyway. I think I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, I'll end it here. I need a little bit of chill time. Thanks everybody for lurking, and next time is gonna be a good question. When is gonna be next time? Hopefully soon. Anyway, bye bye.